Hello and welcome. If you don't know who I am, let me introduce myself. I have not been with you live and in person for quite some time. Nana has been sick, but I'm okay now. And I am so ready to paint with you and have looked forward to seeing you all morning long. All morning. I just am very excited about this because we're going to join in together and paint one of the great marvels and surprises in nature, in God's nature, a cardinal, or as we say down here in the South, a red bird. And this bird is red from the top of his pointed little head to almost his feet. His feet are kind of orangey red, but in certain lights, he looks like he's been dipped right in red paint. He does wear a mask. He's very sassy, very confrontational, but he's so much fun. Can't wait to show you. So we're going to get started on what we need to do, what you need to get together, and I'm going to go slow enough to where you'll be able to keep up with me. If I go too fast, now I will try my best to slow down, okay? Let's get started. Now, I have here a plain piece of construction paper. Not exactly plain because it's pale blue. Now, if you don't have pale blue, it's okay. You can use copy paper. You can use a piece of white construction paper. Whatever you have on hand, do not worry. Whatever you have is going to be great. Now, these are the colored chalks that we're going to use. Now, I'm sure some of you have brand new, wonderful chalks that are so much longer than these. These are like nublets that we have been painting with forever. Now, did you hear what I said? We have been painting with these. That is technically correct. This right here is paint. Yes, I know, it's not flowing down my fingertips or anything. It is dried paint put into a mold and mixed with a sort of a fixative to give it its nice hard shape. So you're able to paint with it. So technically, that's what we're doing. We're going to be painting. So get that into your mind that when Nana says, all right, let's paint, I'm not going to pull out a brush or, liquid paints or water or anything else. You just watch the screen and see which paint we get, okay? These are the colors. This is an orange. This is a brown, red, black, and here is a good old basic blue. Now, if you have a lighter blue, or if you even have an aqua, that's okay. You're the artist. This is your painting. You decide the colors, except for these bad boys' feathers. They are wearing red suits, and you can't get away from that. And here is a poor little nub of a white. Okay? This is, most important, one of our tools. These are moist paper towels. Excuse me. They are just wonderful to use when you've been working with a darker color like a red and you're going to change to a blue and you need to wipe your fingers off so you won't get red in your blue and turn out with purple. Okay? That's basically it. We're going to turn our paper vertically. Okay? Vertically, like this. Now, before we get started and you get your colors and your paper together, I want want to know a couple of things. Who's joining us today? What birds have you seen in your backyard? I want to know all about it. I want to know if you have maybe seagulls come into your backyard because you live near the beach, or do you have crows that come and just sing you their harsh, terrible calls, or do you have wonderful cardinals or redbirds that come and visit your feeders? What kind of birds have you seen in your backyard? Please tell me. I'd love to know. And I would love for you to like and share this video. Tag your friends about it too. And we have more bird lessons for you at chalkpastel.com. Both Chalk Pastel and our new acrylic lessons. Now, after the video finishes, please share a photo of your completed artwork in the comments. Say, this is my red bird. What do you think, Nana? And you know I'm just going to fall all over myself saying you're wonderful. So give me a chance to praise you, please. And then, I'm sorry my throat is so scratchy. I would like for you to please join Cindy at our journey westward for a bird nature study. Okay, I think that's about all I need to just go on at you about. So I'm going to pick up a wonderful pastel and we're going to get started. All right, here we go. Now, these are kind of fat birds. And as you can see in this little study that I've done here, they're not realistic. They're more fun. They're going to be easier for us to draw because we're not going to have to be technical with feathers and wings and this, that, and the other. They're just going to be, you know, kind of sassy birds sitting on a limb. All right. Now, they have these strange, now I was about to make a mistake here, heads that are like upside down triangles. Okay? And we're going to mark off where the bill is. And we're going to put his trademark tall feathers on top of his head. That means don't mess with me. I'm not in any mood. Get away from the bird feeder. It's my turn and my turn only at the bird feeder. They are kind of aggressive. Now, in order to make me to remember, I'm going to go ahead and put a limb right here. Now, limbs, I always like to explain to my students. Limbs are like hands, like this. They reach up to the sky, just like this. And they are trying to touch heaven all the time. So, think of this. These are tree hands. And let's put another limb down here. See, you can just have fun. You can put all kinds of limbs in. All right, moving on, we're going to put the next bad boy in here. And I don't know who is the leader here of these birds. Maybe this one, because he's in the middle. And he has a prime spot to tell everybody else what to do. Now remember, upside down triangle. Okay? there's a place for his beak, and then the distinctive feathers, which almost look like a crown, don't they? And we got a little bit of some wing action right there. And then we're going to go up the limb, and let's put in another reminder of a tree limb. I like being able to practice my tree limbs because I don't get to draw them that often. All right, now we're going to get in the last redbird. I'm going to make him a little bit skinnier because he's about to run off the page. When they're like this and a little bit skinnier, I think maybe they're younger. And of course, has to be here at the very end of the line because he's young and he can't sit in the place of honor like here, this guy here. There we go. Now, we've got everyone drawn off. We're going to do one more limb going this way to lead your eye over here. And we're going to put snow on it. Oh, it's going to be so pretty. Put the brown down, and going to wait for a moment for you to catch up because we're about to put on their red feathers, which is most fun to do. Okay? Get yourself a true red, not a pink, not an orange. Nope, nope, true red. Put it down flat like this on your paper, on your construction paper. And then you just fill in. Now, if you get out of the lines, what is it? Those of you that have painted with me know that Nana says, if you get out of the lines, look, see, like that. It's okay. That is going to be a painterly effect. All right? Now, this is your personal important tool to paint with, pastels. This right here, this finger. Take it and you start and you smooth in your red. And if you go over the edge, like I say, it's okay. You're all right. You can move some red around to his wings. And don't forget the top feathers right there. There. Okay, isn't he just beautiful? All right, let's try it again with, I guess this is the large and in charge one here in the middle. I think that he is just kind of saying, you're just going to do what I tell you to do. We're going to eat when I tell you we're going to eat, but I'm going to eat first. Do you have aggressive birds like that at your bird feeder? I do. We have, at my bird feeder, a lady cardinal. Now, she's not red like these guys all over, but she has enough red and enough saucy, sassy attitude to where she just tells everybody what to do. And she is a big bird. I mean, nobody argues with her at all. All right, we've got this young one to do, and then we're going to have them all colored, okay? We got tail feathers and a few little wings right there. And we got the top knot feathers. Okay, what's that? It's your painter finger. I'm going to smooth this in and make it nice and smooth. Okay? Now, before we go any further, I guess you see that there is some chalk dust right there. These are Nana's rules about chalk dust. Do not lean down to the paper and blow this dust in your friend's face or across the table onto their painting. That is not what you do. What you do is you pick up your paper and you tap the dust off and put your painting right back on top. It's out of the way. You don't have to look at it. You don't have to worry about blowing it around or anything. So we have everybody all colored up. Let's go ahead and put their masks on. All right. There's one mask. There's two masks. And here's the young bird or the baby bird. He's not a baby. He's maybe a preteen. Right like that. All right, painter finger. Let's just smooth it in a little bit. And then I'm going to wipe the black off. I'm going to let you finish your masks. And then I'm going to take this orange and I'm going to put their beaks in. Look how that just stands out. There we go. We're going to come back to that orange, so don't let it run away from your row of paints. Okay? One thing that we need to do is they have little black markings here that look sort of like redbird dimples. I don't know. This was in this suggested artwork that I found on Pinterest many years ago. And I'm sorry, I don't know who the original artist was. And I've changed it so much that I don't think the original artist would even recognize it anymore. So, there we go. We've got everything ready, but where are their eyes? They can't see. And these are very bossy birds. So we're going to take our white and give them some good size white eyes. Now, when you see a red bird, they're not going to have eyes that look like that. Really, this is sort of like a cartoon of what redbirds look like, because they can be so funny and, so, like I say, so bossy. So there's their eyes. We have them all ready. Let's work on these tree limbs for just a minute. All right, the sun is going to be coming from this corner. If you want to remember where your sun is, take your orange and put a tiny dot up there. That's where my sun is. So everything's going to be colored like with the sunshine. Okay? Right like this. And you're not going to believe we're going to put snow on this too. And the sun's going to be back behind these limbs. And over here, got to get sunshine on them just a little bit. Oh my goodness. Now this is what makes it a really pretty painting, I think. All right. Then we're going to put some snow, because it's going to be snowing here in just a second. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Take your white and put a little sort of blob or nest of snow right in the branches where you think it might fall. Okay, I think some has fallen down here and down here. And oh, I bet there's a bunch down here. Look how it just outlines it and shows up so well. It's almost like it's nestled in these branches. All right. You can even make it kind of lumpy. And I know all of you are such great artists. I cannot wait to see what you've painted and are going to show me, so I can just say, oh my goodness, that is so good. All right. Now, if you're painting on white paper, get your black and make snow. Just little round circles. Now, this is another Nana rule. We are not going to cover up this whole painting with lots of circles. No, these guys don't want interfering snow all around them. That's what it's going to look like if you have white paper. If you don't, then you can do this. You can have wonderful snowdrops, snowflakes. These are more drops. I like snowdrops. But I'm not just covering these guys up. No, that's not what we do.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Okay? Well, that was Alexa talking back to me. I think she wanted more snow on here. But anyway, I think this is absolutely wonderful. And I know yours is great too. I cannot wait to see it. I really can't. Be sure you take your very favorite color today. My favorite color today is this red. And sign your name kind of small down here at the bottom. Everybody has to sign their painting. That's what real artists do. And then you flip it over and you name it, like redbirds. Redbirds in the snow. Cardinals. Funny birds. Whatever you decide, you're the artist. And today's date. And then you go and show this to your family and your friends. And I hope you will hang this in a place of great honor because it is so good. And I've had such a good time, and it's so good to see you. I see you. I really do see you. So you be sure you paint this so I can see what you have done. We've enjoyed this, and thank you for joining us. And always, always remember, you are an artist.
Now let's all head over and join Cindy over on her Our Journey Westward page. She has a very special bird nature study for us. We will see you there, and we'll be looking for your photos too.